just start with any team news, any updates ahead of the weekend?
No, pretty much should be the same squad. Still Jeremy and Jakob are the ones we're missing.
Cool, perfect. You've obviously lost key players in Cucurella and Basuma this season, but you've started incredibly, 5th in the league, unbeaten. I mean, how proud are you of your players and yourself for how you've started the season?
Well, it's not a massive sample. We're 3 games, so we're not getting too excited about anything. We're happy with the performance levels we've had, and of course the results have been positive, so that's good. 2 tough away matches, and then a game against Newcastle, who you can see are in a really good place. So performances and results have been really good. Credit to the players. They're, I've said before, they're honest, they're humble, they're respectful of the opponent. They try their best to compete, and they're looking forward to the game against another side that's had a really good start and done really well.
Perfect. And it's been reported today that Neil Maupay is completing or has completed a move to Everton. Can you tell us a little bit more about that? He's been a great servant to the club. I mean, you're going to miss him, I assume.
Yeah, from our perspective, there's nothing to report, nothing to announce. So, as is often the case, there's speculation and talk. So, until anything gets signed and done, there's nothing to add.
And with 6 days to go to the transfer window, would you be looking to possibly replace him?
Well, as I said before, you've always got to look, regardless of any other situation. You've always got to look and see what the options are to improve the squad. It's best not to be reactive, to plan ahead and for all eventualities, because that's the nature of the transfer window. But we're calm. We're happy with the group we have. There's ambition. There's a good mix of experience and youth, and we're in a good place. So we'll see. So
not particularly dying to kind of go into the transfer market, but would you say that there are a few positions that you might want to strengthen before the end of the season, or?
No, not really. I mean, like I said, I think we've got a good team. We've got a good group. Players currently aren't playing that are able to play, so we've got evidence, I think, in the week. Good attitude amongst the group. So it's important to have the right numbers, the right people. I think we've got that at the moment.
And just quick last one from me. Obviously, the last time you played Leeds at home, bizarrely, a few fans kind of booed the players off the pitch. But since then, it seems like you've made massive strides kind of on the pitch and off the pitch. How proud are you of the continual progress that you continue to make?
Yeah, I mean, I think at the time we were 8th in the Premier League and actually performed well. But you can understand it's emotions, it's frustration. It's we didn't win, so it is what it is. I think you need your supporters to be passionate and emotional, because that's important. That's what the game's about. But I said at the time there, everybody's welcome to their opinion, and I think that should continue, because the supporters are really important, and you need to have a dialogue. You need to be able to communicate both ways. And I think we used it well, and we've developed as a team. Results help that, because at the end of the day, that's how you convince people you're on the right track. It was a memory that is what it is, and now we're looking forward to the game against Leeds on Saturday.
What have you made of Leeds' start to the season, Graham?
Very good, really good. A lot of respect for Jesse March. I think he's done a really, really good job. I mean, it's not easy to take over somebody with the charisma and the history that Marcelo did at Leeds. So and to keep them up last year, I think was a fantastic achievement. He did it really, really well. And now you can see the team evolving into more of a Jesse March team, and they've recruited really well. And it's very, very clear what they're trying to do. They execute it well, and deservedly have the points, and probably would look and think they might have had another couple, because they're 2-0 up with not so much of the game left against Southampton. So no, they've done really well.
What impressed you most about the win against Chelsea?
Well, I think they were themselves. They used the power of Ellen Road, the crowd there. They made the game how they wanted to make it, and they put the opponent under pressure, and they do it well. And then when they could, they had quality. They attacked with how they want to attack. You could see a clear idea. So overall, I was really impressed.
Is there? I'm sure there are a variety of ways, but what's the key to when you come up against a team that presses like they do?
Well, you have to respect it. You have to compete against it. Try and understand it as best you can, and then bring your own game. I mean, everybody. That's the beauty of football. There's no one way that is trumping everybody else's way. It's we all have choices to make, and you've got to make yours work. And I think Jesse as a coach has had real success. You look at his CV and look what he's achieved. It's fantastic. So that he absolutely knows what he's doing, and you can see that in the team. It's up to us to absolutely respect that, and then to try to bring our game to the opponent, and we'll do our best.
I read a couple of articles this week that were sort of breaking down the tactics you'd employed against West Ham and Manchester United, and I'll be perfectly honest, I didn't understand a lot of it. But rather than just shine a light on my own inadequacies again, I wondered if you could tell us how long it takes, the sort of the process in a week. If you have got a specific plan for an opponent, how long does it take to get that over to players? How many, does it need a lot of video sessions and training sessions if you've got a specific game plan for the next opponent? Or is it just a very sort of gradual thing that the longer you work with a group of players, it's always just tweaks?
Yeah, I would say more the second. Depends on how long you've had with the players, how much you understand your broad principles and how you want to play. The more you're confident with that, the more that's embedded in how you work, the more you can be a little bit specific game to game. But always, I think you should work on how you want to play as a red line run through everything. But no, the guys are open-minded. They're intelligent. They understand what we're trying to do, and always we've tried to, you always have to look at what the opponent does and respect their quality and respect what they have, but at the same time try to bring yourself to the game, like I said earlier.
Thank you.
Graham, 6 days to go. Casper's left. Is there more to go in terms of leaving the club in the next 6 or 7 days?
You can never say never, but I mean the numbers are good at the moment. I think we're okay. We're not desperate for anything else to happen, but always you've got to look at it and take each case on its own merit. But no plans really at the moment.
3 games. You've started with the same 11 on each game. How important is that, or how much of an impact has that consistency been in terms of your start to the season?
I think it's played a part, of course, and I think also the way the substitutes have come on and played with enthusiasm and willingness to help the team tells you that we're in a good place. The group's in a good place. Everyone knows that you need more than 11 players in this league. That's for sure. So I'm really happy with everybody, how the group's fighting for each other, and consistency helps. Probably from again time working together, understanding each other better. But the credit should go to the players because the level is high every day in training, and if you have that, then you've got a chance to perform well on a Saturday.
You mentioned to Paul about it becoming a sort of Jesse Marsh type side now. What are the actual differences as you see them from Marcelo and now to Jesse for this Leeds side?
Well, they defend, I think, with the same intensity, but in a slightly different way, and also, attacking. There's a little bit of a difference there, I'd say. They're quite, very compact through the middle of the pitch, very hard to play through. Less man for man, more working as a unit. So the intensity stays the same, but collectively they've got a really strong understanding of how they want to work defensively. So as I said before, they've done a really, really good job. Not like I said, I can't imagine it's not easy to take over Marcelo, and I think they've used the good things that were there, because clearly there were, and they've added their own ideas and their own stamp on the team, and yeah, it's really impressive.
Because like you, they've lost big players, haven't they, as well?
Yeah, they have. Rafinha, Phillips were big players for them, but they've invested well. I think they've signed good players that fit into what they want to do, which is smart, which is credit to everybody at the club for that. So it looks like they're in a good place. Obviously confident on the back of the result they had at the weekend, beating Chelsea 3-0, and so yeah, it's going to be a good game.
And we saw the impact that the Ellen Road crowd had on them. What can the Amex crowd do for you as you sort of go in search of your first home win?
Well, the home advantage is huge, I think. If the crowd are with you and they're hostile and they're supportive and all those things, it's really, really important. You can see it. So we'll try. We have to do our best to engage the crowd, to make them feel part of the game, which is what we do all the time. We try to, but it's really important. We need them.